Good morning, children. So today we'll start our chapter 2, that is Introduction to Java. So children, first let me tell you a few things about Java. So as in chapter 1 already we have discussed that Java is an object-oriented programming language. That means it follow approach, and that approach is object-oriented programming. This approach. But still, why we prefer Java as a strong programming language, a unique programming language? The main reason behind this is Java is a platform independent programming language. So children, Java is a platform independent programming language. So this means that Java does not depends on any platform. So what happens actually is when we write the program, that is known as source code. Source code. This is a program written by user. Written by user. That means what we type, that is known as source code. This source code is compiled. This source code is compiled. Now why we need to compile the source code? Reason behind is source code means the program what we write, that is normal English. We write in English. But this English whatever we write, that is not understood by machine, because machine understand only a machine language or binary language. That means the language which consists of 0 and 1. So what happens is this source code should be compiled to machine code, and so when it is compiling, that time it generates a byte code. So children, what is byte code? Byte code is an intermediate code after the source code is compiled. So as soon as the source code is compiled, the code convert automatically to byte code. So till source code, when we write the program, our extension, the program extension will be .java. So .java will be the extension, okay, till the program is not compiled. So as soon as the program compiled and you get a byte code, so once you get the byte code, now this is a machine understandable code. Now machine can easily understand this byte code. So this byte code will be forwarded. That means byte code, that time our program which was in .java format, now it will turn to .class. So .class format, and that .class format, that byte code will be sent to JVM. Now what is JVM? JVM stand for Java Virtual Machine. Java Virtual Machine. The work of JVM, it act as an interpreter. That's why what we call Java, that it support both compiler as well as interpreter. Compiler convert the source code to bytecode, and this bytecode is converted to output with the help of interpreter, and that interpreter is known as JVM, Java Virtual Machine. This is known as interpreter. Okay children, now see, because of this JVM, because the Java contain both compiler as well as interpreter, and because of this interpreter JVM, Java is known as platform independent programming language. Because like in other programming like C or C++, the program should be compiled in the same machine to get the output, but here you can compile the program in any other machine and you can run the program in any other machine. So when we call about other machine, maybe operating system, maybe your Java versions are different, but still the program you get will be in proper output. So children, Java, the main advantage why Java is known as strong or unique programming language, the reason behind is Java is a platform independent programming language. Okay, this platform independent programming language has given a special term also. Okay, that is the feature of Java, and that special term is known as WORA, which stand for write once, run anywhere. That means you can write once and you can run anywhere. You don't have to compile every time to get the output. Once you have compiled in one machine, that compiled code, that means that byte code, you can execute in any other machine, maybe Windows, maybe Solaris, maybe Mac, okay, any type of operating systems you can run. But for that you need a JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So Java has its own platform, that is known as JVM, which is again known as interpreter for Java. Okay, and this interpreter are only used to execute not the source code but the bytecode. And after JVM, the final product you get, after JVM, the final product, when JVM execute the bytecode and you get the output, that output is known as object code. That output is known as object code. So children, there is one difference between source code and object code. So what is source code? Source code are the programmed, okay, what we type. And what is object code? Object code are the output what we generate from the source code. So once again I am saying Java is a very unique and strong programming language. Okay, behind that the most important feature is that is platform independent programming language. That means it does not depends on any platform. It has its own platform, and that platform is known as JVM, Java Virtual Machine. Okay, children. So when we write the programs are known as source code because they are written in high level language which are understood by human being, and that high level language are compiled with the help of compiler into bytecode, that is machine understandable code, and that bytecode is executed further to get the output by an interpreter known as JVM, Java Virtual Machine. So is this clear, children? Okay, so we'll move to next topic. Now see, we have features of Java. So in features of Java, what we learned is number one, how to reuse the code, that is reusability of code. So in Java what we can do is only once we need to write the piece of programs, and that piece of program or that piece of code, if you need further, you can easily execute that. That means we can easily extract, we can easily take the properties, we can take datas, we can take the member functions both together wherever we need. Say one example I'm giving you, like school management systems, the softwares. First of all, when students get admissions, their records are maintained, and gradually, like monthly, when they pay the fee, that details are recorded, and at last, like unit test or maybe half yearly or annually, that marks record are entered or stored. So when you get final report card, in that you'll find that not only your marks are reflected, but also your this one, your name, your father name, date of birth, these details are also displayed in the report card. Now the question arises, marks are entered in separate platform, in separate interface, okay, and name, date of birth, father name are entered in separate interface. Now when at the time of final report card, both are merged together. That means, what do you think? That when the particular merge system was done, that time again the name, father name, date of birth was written? No. We have simply extracted, we have used that, we have inherited that. So this features is known as reusability of code. We can reuse that. Once you have written the piece of code and in entire program, if you find the same thing again you need to use, you don't have to worry, you don't have to type, simply you can extract it, you can use it. So this is important features of object oriented programming. So secondly, I'm just moving towards object oriented programming. Okay, so as there are three approaches which already I have discussed in chapter 1, structured, then you have procedural and object oriented. Among the three, the best approach or best paradigm of programming, that is object oriented programming. It has four pillars. What are the four pillars, children? Data abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism. These four different features are incorporated together in object oriented programming, and the program which follow this paradigm, they becomes more unique and more popular, more strong, more secured also, okay, because of object oriented programming features. Then the third one, just now we have gone through that, platform independent programming system. So see, just now I have discussed this one in brief. Platform independent programming system, what does it means? It means that the program which you write in this platform, maybe Windows 7, okay, and maybe Core i3, and after we compile, okay, the bytecode, we can execute it, we can execute that in maybe Windows 10 or maybe Windows 15 or maybe Mac, okay, and with some other hardware configuration also we can do that. But in other programming it was not possible at all. So it is also one of the unique features of Java, okay, unique features. 4, security. The programs written in Java are highly secured, okay, the programs written in Java are highly secured. We can write two different types of program, okay, we can write how many types of program? Two different types of program. In Java we can write two different types of program. Number one is stand alone application. Number two, internet applet. So you might have seen some application or maybe some softwares, they work on internet. When internet is there, then only you can access. Say online banking, that is also a software, but you can access that only when there is a internet connections. So such type of applications are known as web applications. And to create a web application, Java is very secured. You can use Java for creating such web applications because Java support internet applets. Another type of application you have seen which are standalone, maybe single computer, means installed in a single computer, single person, they can use that, they can access that, okay. And such type of program can also be developed by Java, as Java support standalone applications. So when you create either standalone or internet applets, both are highly secured because Java has inbuilt security part. Java does not depend on others. External security means additional applications are not required for maintaining the security of Java programs. Java has its own tools. Java has its own tools, that is JDK, Java Development Kit. All the necessary requirement like compiler, interpreter, or whatever required to maintain the Java program secure and robust, that all tools are available in JDK, Java Development Kit. Okay, that is actually the tools for Java. So children's, security part is highly maintained in Java programming. So after security, the next part, point number 5, is case sensitive. So Java is a case sensitive programming language. Now children, what is case sensitive? Case means uppercase, lowercase. That means Java makes a difference between capital letter and small letter. For us, for human being, capital A, small a, both are same. We pronounce as A only. Okay, so someone asks us spelling of apple, we say A double P L E. We don't say that capital A, capital P, capital P, capital L, capital E. You say like that? No. Simply we say A double P L E. But Java makes a difference between capital letter and small letter, because Java is a case sensitive programming language. See here, children, according to Java, capital A to capital Z are 65 to 90. That means capital A is known as 65, capital B 66, capital C 67, and keep on going like that. Capital Z becomes 90. So, according to Java, capital A to capital Z is known as 65 to 90, and small a to small z is 97 to 122. Okay, children. So, you can see the difference. 65 plus 32 gives 97. That means there is a difference between 32 character. And these things, this conversion of alphabet to these numbers, okay, are maintained by ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, based on this code information interchange, there are some set of codes. Not only for alphabets, we have for digits, we have for symbols. Each and every alphanumeric characters, whatever we have or we have seen in the keyboards, whatever a computer can execute, each and every letter has a code, and that code is maintained by ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Okay, children, so we follow this one, and even Java also follow this one. So in Java, wherever a capital letter is required, you have to type in capital. Wherever small letter is required, you have to type in small. If you mixed up, maybe you have written correct, but there is a mismatch of capital and small letter. In such case, Java will not execute. It will display an error. Okay, so to compile the program, the program's keywords, whatever word you will be writing, that all should be in proper case. If there is a mismatch of case, Java will not support. This is also a features of Java. In so many programs are there like Python and all, they are not case sensitive. There you can use, but in Java we have to actually. SQL is also not case sensitive, but Java is. So children, so from here what you understood, that Java is a strong programming language, very unique programming language, which has so many features. Just I've highlighted few, 5 points I've highlighted. Except 5, rest all, whatever you think, all features are available in Java. It supports two type of programs, standalone and internet apps. So children, now I just want to tell you a few things about Java. Who invented Java? We learned so many things about Java. Now who invented? There is a person who invented this Java. He is known as James Gosling. He is the person who invented Java. You know, children, how he invented? He was simply drinking a cup of coffee and looking at the oak tree, a big oak tree in front of his house, and he made a language. He made a program, a different programs, a unique programs, and he thought, now what to give name? So when he saw the oak tree, he thought, let us give the name as oak only. That's why the initial name, the starting name of Java was oak. So gradually he made lots of changes, and he was working with Sun Microsystem, his company, the oak company. But right now, today's time, Sun Microsystem had sold this Java to Oracle. So now the owner of this Java is Oracle. Before it was Sun Microsystems, the name of company, one of the renowned and big company like Microsoft and all. So the James Gosling is the person who invented this programming language. Just imagine how much brain he has used. If you go through the biography or history of this James Gosling, you'll come to know that only drinking the cup of tea he made one language. Just imagine. And that language we need to study now. We can use that language for various purposes, not only for educations, for creating softwares, for making the careers in futures. In fact, in today's time, each and every things are automatic, tech savvy. We are tech savvy persons. We are in technological era, and in this, the Java is the most important, most attractive, most unique, most easiest and simplest programming language. Okay, children. So Java, few things you have to remember. First one is object oriented programming. That is a paradigm it follow. Case sensitive, you have to keep in mind. It has some keywords which follow capital, some follow small letter that you need to remember. Okay, for that, practice makes perfect. You have to practice. Okay, so second part is a platform independent. You don't have to worry that I have written the program in my home computer, I've compiled there. Now when school get reopened, I just want to show to my sir, how can I do? I have to rewrite that. No, you can simply copy. It supports. Okay, so children, if you have computer at your home, if you have laptop at your homes, you can install BlueJ, because Java is a very vast, but for education purpose we have given an option as BlueJ. So you can download BlueJ with JDK file. So when you download, children, you have to download BlueJ plus JDK. These two. Nowadays it's coming. It's in package also. It comes basically in oracle.com, Oracle website. You'll find these things. Just you need to remember that your window is either 32-bit or 64 bits, because based on bits only it supports. For 32 bits different is there, 64-bit different is there. We have BlueJ for Mac, Solaris and Windows. You can download as per as your operating systems. So you can download this. Next class I'll be teaching you how to write the program. Our first and simple program will start in next class. So till that, you need to go through this one properly. You need to remember the points and all. And few full form I have given as homework that I expect everyone to do by yourself. So children, again I am just reviewing this part. I'm giving you a small summary whatever I taught today. First of all, we have to write the program. That program is known as source code. It is compiled by compiler. Compiler of Java is JAVAC, JAVAC. The name of compiler of Java is JAVAC, JAVAC. So compiler compile, make bytecode. Bytecode is a machine code .class file that is interpreted by JVM, and finally we get the output. Output are known as object code, source code and object code. This is clear, children? So today we'll do up to this much, and I'm giving you one homework that everyone should do. Thank you. So children, based on the topic today I taught, that is chapter 2 first part, I've given a piece of homework. If you have gone through the video properly, easily you can write this answer. So your first question is, write any 5 features of Java. I've explained also 5. That same point you can write. Simply you need to write the name. So your second question is, name the compiler and interpreter of Java. As Java support both compiler and interpreter, as I've explained you how the source code is converted to bytecode and how the bytecode is converted to object code through JVM, the Java virtual machine. So from here, one diagram also I have shown with the mark of arrow. You have to go through that in the video, and you have to name compiler and interpreter of Java. So hope everyone will do this in your copy.